Hey everybody, I'm AdamHarry from BoLS, and today we are unboxing two of the brand new Warhammer Age of Sigmar terrain kits. We've got the new Dominion of Sigmar Hallowed Storm Throne and the new Dominion of Sigmar Penumbral Storm Vault. Now, these look familiar. If these look familiar to you, that's because they are still part of the Dominion of Sigmar terrain sets. We here at BoLS have actually built and painted up a couple of these pieces ourselves. But these look to be kind of reboxing of and reissuing out of the Dominion of Sigmar sets. These are actually really pretty amazing sets, great for playing on as well as doing converting things with. So if you're looking to expand your terrain collection, either or both of these boxes would be a great addition to your tables at your favorite local gaming store or at home. We're going to take a look at each one of these individually. So you can see there's quite a bit in here. There is going to be some overlap, but we're going to go ahead and go through both. So let's dive on in. We're going to start off with the Dominion of Sigmar Hallowed Storm Throne. Now, as you probably noticed from the back of the box, there are going to be rules included. So if you wanted to use this terrain as something more than just a really cool terrain feature to play on, you can actually use the rules included in the box for your games. Otherwise, for the rest of us, we'll just be using them as really cool things to play on. So, let's go ahead and open this up. Boom, it's a box inside of a box. We've got the instructions, which we'll go over here in a second with the rules. And then we'll dive into the sprues. Now again, a lot of these sprues are going to be familiar if you have messed around with the Dominion of Sigmar terrain kits before. Here's one of the sprues for making the statues for the, demogryphs. As you can see here, they kind of on the stand, kind of like a sphinx. Pretty cool. Another fun fact is if you don't attach the demogryph to the top, it looks like it was sandblasted off, which is kind of cool as well. So neat little thing there. Here's some of the pillars, as you saw from our completed terrain piece. These pillars, again, go together. You can do some really cool stuff with them. These are little banisters, too, that kind of go on the sides of the pillars there. And then here's part of the gates. This is an extra step. You can build a cool little archway thing, kind of a stepping gate thing for you. I believe this is actually going to be the bottom part of the throne area. So this throne will go on top of the graded part there, kind of like Jabba's palace in a similar way. And then inside, finally, we get two halves. That's kind of loud. Of the floor, I guess, of the temple here, of the Hallowed Storm Throne. You can kind of see how these will connect, just like that, actually. You can glue those together. Boom! You got this really nice scenic piece of terrain. Also, hollow inside. You can do some fun stuff with this terrain. With multiple kits, stacking them up, creating cool inverted spires and things like that. It's actually a really versatile kit. As far as the instructions go, again, pretty straightforward if you're just following along, putting this stuff together. It's a very easy process. Not a whole lot of hobby expertise needed, to be perfectly honest. It's kind of dummy proof. Anyway, there's the final kind of completed thing. There you have it. Boom. If you want to build this as is. Personally, I think you can do a lot more with these pieces if you wanted to kind of play around with it. If you don't glue down, for instance, the two pieces to each other, you can do some fun stuff, kind of as you will. But let's take a look at those rules for you folks at home. Here's kind of what it does. It's a single terrain feature. It is an obstacle, so you do need to go up and over or fight on top of it, is what I would want to do with it. It has some special scenery rules. Again, if you don't want to use these rules, I mean, it's your game. You can kind of do what you want, but if you're playing with this and want to use them for more thematic or cinematic fights, more power to you. It has the Bastion of Order special rule. Order units treat this feature as having the inspiring scenery rule, which is here below. From the senior table, Chaos, Destruction, and Death treat this feature as having the Sinister rule, and you can see that as well. Inspiring is +1 bravery, Sinister is -1 bravery, again to units within 1 inch relative there. Consecrated Ground, This is another ability. At the start of the battle round, roll a die for each endless spell within 6 inches of this terrain feature. On a 1 through 5, nothing happens. On a 6, the endless spell is immediately dispelled. In addition, each time a unit wholly within this terrain feature is affected by a spell or endless spell, you can roll a die. On a 6 up, you ignore the effects of that spell. So, Consecrated Ground. So kind of cool. Again, fun thematic thing to use if you wanted to in your games, but you don't have to. I personally will do both, depending on the game. If you're playing more of a campaign, I think that's a neat area of effect thing to do. If you're just looking for some cool terrain to use in Age of Sigmar, this is perfect for that. On to the next one. Here we have the Penumbral Storm Vault, Dominion of Sigmar kit. This is like a double kit. It's very wide. Similar to some of the other ones again. Same kind of thing. The big difference is you'll actually get a Penumbral engine inside, which I believe was only available in, what was it, Malign Sorcery? Question mark? One of the Storm Vault expansions. Sorry, I'm blanking on which one it was, but this is actually inside. And I've actually already pulled the box out because it's pretty big. So did that off camera. We'll take a look at the rules here in a minute. Again, another one of the Gryph-hound things, statues that you can build. Little thing, there's 2 of them. So more of those. More of the little archway thing. Again, we've seen these before. These really big tablets that you can make kind of a bridge out of as well are super rad. Another one of the columns and spire thing. To the side. Here's the Penumbral engine sprues, which again you can use. Pretty cool engines. Nice terrain features. They do have some special rules that you can use in game as well. And then we get to the bottom part of it here, which is actually 2 of these kits. 2 of these pieces here. Again, kind of showed you guys already. Kind of built one of these already for you, and you can see what you can do with just one of these bottoms and those pillars. So, yeah. One last thing. I've got some terrain to show off. Little tip here. This one's not part of the kit, but we actually have 2 of these. And if you line up the columns correctly, let me lay this. If you line them up correctly, it'll actually support itself. Even when you knock it over, it's plastic, it'll be fine. But you end up with this cool looking kind of mausoleum thing. And then if you have a third set, so let me zoom out a little bit here. If you have a third set, it's plastic, it's okay. If you have a third top, you can glue all this stuff together and have like a cool inverted tower looking thing. So yeah, pretty neat. I like it. Modeling project. Again, you can do some crazy stuff with these kits. Here's the Penumbral Storm Vault instructions. Again, if you want to build it just like the box, follow along here. This will show you how to build the Penumbral engine along with the kind of the Storm Vault altar areas. Pretty straightforward. It's black and white. No big deal here. Dun, dun, dun. You don't have to glue it down, but you can. But here's what I want to look at with the rules real quick. Here we go. So, this is probably going to combine the Penumbral stuff, the special abilities with the Storm Vault abilities. So, this is a scenery thing, repercussions of the Necro Quake. It's a story event that happened at the start of the first battle round, determining who has the first turn, roll a die, and consult the table on the right to determine which function all Penumbral terrain features on this battlefield gain for the duration of this battle. On 1, 2, 3, Ori of Obfuscation. On a 4, 5, 6, the Ori of Illumination. So Obfuscation will reroll save rolls of 1 for attacks that target units wholly within 12 of any Penumbral terrain feature. And a 4, 5, 6 will give you Illumination, which is at the start of the hero phase, you receive 1 extra command point if any friendly heroes are within 12 inches of any Penumbral terrain feature. It also has a Deteriorating State. So, start of each battle round, roll. On a 1 through 4, nothing happens. 5, 6, the function that currently applies to all Penumbral terrain features is replaced with the other function. So, these kind of swap back and forth. On a 5 or 6. Dias of Sigmar. Do not take Battlestar tests for Ori units where they are wholly within 6 of this terrain feature. In addition, at the start of your hero phase, if your general is within 1 inch of this feature that has Chaos, Death, or Destruction keyword, there are no enemy units within 1 inch of this terrain feature. You gain 1 additional command point. So, there you go. Yeah. So if you are an order unit, you don't take battle shock, but if you're chaos, death, or destruction, you can actually gain an extra command point. So it works for both chaos or order, destruction, death. So pretty cool features for both of these boxes. A little pro tip too, you can use, if you're gonna glue this stuff together and you want to make sure it stays together, highly recommend plastic glue. Testers also has this stuff, which just a little pro tip on the side. This is for plastics, for heavy scenery models and stuff like that, heavily used. If you're gonna have this on a table, if you have a game store or something like that, I kind of recommend using this stuff for assembly of this type of terrain kit. You can still use the GW plastic glue, that'll work too, but you need something that's actually going to create a super solid bond by melting the plastic together and kind of fusing it, which is what that stuff will do. It's really good. Well, those are the brand new Dominion of Sigmar terrain kits from Games Workshop. Great additions to any tabletop for your Age of Sigmar games. And again, use some really hefty plastic glue if you're going to put some miles on these kits, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm Adam here from BoLS. Thanks for watching. Click to subscribe. Check out more videos. And thanks for watching.